Alright, what is up, guys? It is the Dent Potatoes coming back at y'all again with another story. If you're here from my Instagram, thanks for subbing. I really appreciate it. Alright, so this happened about a couple years ago, maybe 2, 3, something like that. I was living in San Antonio at the time. Alright, and as you can tell by the title, this is about the time I got jumped. Alright, so I'm gonna just jump right in. Okay, so what had happened was I had made some people really mad because I have the fantastic tendency to piss people off so much. Like, it's ridiculous how much I piss people off. And I wasn't in football at the time, so I had like zero muscle on me. I was just kind of a skate rat. But these kids, they were being super rude to me. Like super douchebaggy-ish. And I was walking down the hall and they like slapped my books out of my hand and just being real jerks. So one day I saw them, they were in their bus and like all the windows were down because it was ridiculously hot. It was towards the end of the school year. And my friend, for whatever reason, I don't even know why, I'll have to ask him about it, he had a apple juice carton in his hand. And so he like handed it to me. And so I chucked it at the bus, not thinking I was going to make it in. I thought I was just trying to hit the side of the bus. But it went dead in and hit one of the kids in the head, and like it opened and spilled over all of them. And like they were pretty ghetto kids, so it like the second I saw it, like I could kind of see it like open up, and I just knew right then. I was like, oh, I'm so screwed. It's like, this is not gonna be good. So the next day I was coming home from school, and like, there's this ditch that we would always walk through, and it was kind of like a drainage ditch. It was like covered in grass and weeds and stuff. And so we're walking through, and we get to where the end is to get to our street, and there's like a fence on the right, and then right past the sidewalk on the street is a car, and there were 2 guys behind the car, and there were 2 guys behind the fence just to where we couldn't see him. And there's a fifth guy, jeez. There's a 5th guy, and I don't exactly remember where he was, but me and my friend, we were coming out of the ditch, and these guys like jumped out, and immediately I knew what was happening. I was like, oh, about to get jumped, this is not good. And so they like shoved me and my friend, well, call him Jake. Jake was like my best friend. He was in 8th grade, so he was kind of like my bodyguard, kind of. He was like my best friend at that school. Hung out with Jake all day, every day. And he was a really good skater too, and he was teaching me a lot. And so he shoved Jake. I fell, but Jake didn't. And so Jake, he was fighting him off pretty well. He like hit one guy, and he like fell down, and then ended up getting back up. But I had my board with me because we skated to school every day. And so I took it, and I hit one of the kids in the ribs. And I hit him with my trucks, and he fell. And I don't think he got up for the rest of the time. But then as I was like on my downswing, I was going to pick the board back up. Another kid, he hit me real hard in the jaw. So I fell down, and I was like coming in and out of consciousness. It was terrifying. I was like, oh, I'm about to die. And then Jake, he was like, because there were like more guys coming. There were like 2 more guys coming. And I remember I was like, just go. And he was like, okay. And so he ran off, and he got away, but I was still sitting there. And they were all just kind of hitting me. I don't exactly remember, because like I said, I got hit in the head a couple times. So, you know, if you go to school with me, that explains a lot. Sorry, my phone just went off. But yeah, I was just getting jumped and getting curb stomped, and then I remember they like kicked me back into the ditch, and it was kind of wet. So it really sucked, and I was wearing brand new shoes too. Like, they weren't super cool or anything. They were like they were white Vans. I know. Damn, Daniel. No, they were like the skate high tops. They were really cool. Wish I still had those. I'm getting off topic though. But yeah, and I was really, really mad because they were like suede. But again, off topic. My God. So I remember just getting up. It was like 30 minutes later. My parents were like freaking out. They were like, "Oh my God, you're not home." And I was like, "Yeah, I know." And I walked in and I had a bunch of bruises and cuts on my face. And they were like, "What happened?" And I was like, "I got jumped." And they like didn't believe me at first. And they called the school, and I didn't. I told them the names. I know I'm a snitch. Woohoo. But I told them the names of the kids, but they really just didn't even do anything. They just like went to the office for one day and then came back like 5 minutes later, and nothing really happened to him except the kid I hit in the ribs. I remember he didn't come back to school for like 2 weeks. That's really pretty much it. Just don't be a complete dickhead like me, and don't piss people off. That's pretty much it. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe if you're new. If you're not new, still like it, please. I just might cry if you don't. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Go follow our Twitter at DankTaters. Alright, you know what? I'll see you guys later.